If you want to succeed as a self-taught developer, you need to watch this video. Not only am I going to teach you what you need to do to get to your goals, but I will also show you examples of developers that have followed the tips that I'm about to give you and have gotten to their goals as a developer of getting hired this year. All right, guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. If you like this video at any moment and you enjoy the content that we're giving you here and you find it useful, make sure you subscribe and give it a like and leave a comment below if you think, hey, I like this or I didn't like it, right? Give me some info. So let's get started with tip number one. You need to have a clear goal on what you want to do as a developer. Do you want to start working full-time? Do you want to freelance? Do you want to build a business? Or do you just enjoy coding and you can do it as a hobby? Without having a clear goal of what you want to actually accomplish, you're basically going to go around in circles. You're going to learn a million different skills and random things that it's not going to get you to your goals. You need to actually have this goal set first. I want to get hired in 2 months. I want to get hired in 6 months. Hey, I want to start building my own microservice, my software as a service. I want to start making my own business. Hey, I want to freelance on Upwork, on Fiverr. I want to just learn how to code because I enjoy it. I got some extra time. You need to have that clear in your head on what you want to do. Number two, you need to find a curriculum that is aligned with your goals. If you don't have that, you're going to fail. For example, if you want to get a job, what are the courses I need to get that job? If I'm applying for that position, what type of projects I need to be building on my portfolio? Most people fail because they don't have that structure. If you don't know exactly what you need to do, then how you're going to accomplish your goal. Okay, so definitely a curriculum is needed. Tip number three, you need to present yourself as a professional. First impressions is everything. So if your portfolio does not match the quality of work that you have, guess what? People is going to leave your portfolio and they're not going to give you a call. Now, if you look like a professional, somebody who takes care of themselves and also to have really good projects in there, guess what? You're always going to get that interview. You're always going to get somebody hitting you back for some feedback. Doesn't matter if you're freelancing, doesn't matter if you're trying to find a job. If you present yourself as a professional, even if you never worked in the industry, guess what? You're basically above everybody else who's here. Okay? Everybody who has the same skills as you, once they learn the same skills that you have, guess what? Most people stay right here because they don't know how to go to the next level. Now, if you have no design background, you can actually go in and buy a template. Okay, it's like buying a suit and tie. You don't go to Italy to find out how to make a suit. What you do is you go to Macy's and you buy yourself a suit, right? Or you go to Gucci, wherever you buy your clothes, right? So it's the same idea. You want to present yourself as a professional. Now, if you're one of those people that want to flex your coding skills and you want to build everything from scratch, guess what? Go on Fiverr and hire a designer for $45 to build you a portfolio. Okay? Give you a design and then you could build it from scratch. All right? So right there kills the idea of, did he build this? Did he not build this? Guess what? Yes, you built it. You pay for a designer. That's what we do as developers. We are not designers. There's a design team for a reason. The designers do the design. The developers make it into a reality. And since we are in the topic of portfolios, let's talk about the projects. So this is tip number 4. Only build projects that people will pay you to do. Ta-da, that's it. That's the number one thing that if you keep this in your head, you're going to always succeed, okay? You want to go and show in your portfolio real projects that someone will say, hey, I would like you to build me a website for a restaurant. Hey, I would like you to build me a dashboard so I can see reports for this, analytics or this sales that we've been getting. Hey, can you build me an online store for my products that I want to go and start selling? You get the idea, right? You start building projects that people will actually pay you for. If you don't know how to find out good projects, guess what? You could always go on Fiverr, go on Upwork, right? And see what people are actually asking for. And you get that information there for free, okay? So again, projects need to be projects that people will actually say, hey, I will pay this guy to build this thing for me. Or a project that I could be impressed by the quality of his work. I don't want to see no weather API apps, right? I don't want to see a little to-do app on your portfolio. I don't want to see, your little snake game or your memory, game in JavaScript. We don't want to see that unless you're going to take it to a higher level where you say, well, I got in the snake game, right? But guess what? This little snake game is multiplayer. This little snake game is actually going in and keeping track of all of the users. They could actually come in, register to use the game, and then we got a high score system. Okay, and then from there, I also have an administration or an admin section where I could go in, moderate the actual players, right? Who's gonna get banned? How many times people, there's something bad in the game? Maybe a chat system within the game. That's what you call a killer snake game. Okay, I don't want to see a little snake game that you learned on YouTube, right, on your portfolio, because it doesn't show me anything, right? It just showed me, okay, this guy did a little tutorial. But can he really do something here at this job, right? Or can I hire him to build me this type of application? Or would I go in and use his app so I could go and grow my business? You get the idea, right? It's a big difference between someone who's doing things as a hobby and someone who has a clear goal. All right, guys. So again, this is just tip number 4. I hope you guys really took some game on this one. Okay, stick with me. We got more. Tip number 5, guys, you have to have experience. And you might say, well, Joe, I'm new. I'm a beginner. How am I supposed to have experience? There's a lot of ways for you guys to get experience. There's Catch a Fire. There's you reaching out to family members. There's you reaching out to small businesses. There's you going out on Fiverr, on Upwork, and basically looking at the top things that people are asking for, or top gigs that people are asking for, and start going in there and charging less money than other people, right? Now, you're not there to make the top dollar. You're there to build experience, to actually have real businesses that you have done some work with. So even if you're trying to find a job, or you're trying to freelance, or even you have a microservice or software as a service, people want to have social proof, some type of way to know this guy has done this before. Okay, so there's plenty of ways for you guys to get experience before you get hired, or before you get your top paying client, or before you get 100 new subscribers to your software as a service, whatever it is, right? There's ways for you guys to get experience, and you need to start going for that. Okay, doesn't matter if you're getting paid less, doesn't matter if it's an internship, doesn't matter if it's something that you did for a family member, doesn't matter if you did something for a small business and maybe a nonprofit. Just try to get some type of experience. Just put your skills to work. This is what you was working for, right? You was working towards this goal of learning how to code, but now you want to get to your next goal, which is, okay, I know how to code, but how do I put this to use? Put it out there. Let people know that you got it. You the plug now, guys. You got the skills that people want. Skills that people wouldn't go in and sit down and learn on their own. So now you could go in and sell that. Guys, it's not that hard, all right? Now, again, if you feel like it's hard for you to find experience, you can always reach out to me. Leave a comment here. I'll help you out. I'll tell you exactly, where to get experience and how to do it. Okay. Now, again, guys, I hope you guys really like this video so far. It's been a killer video. Okay. But now we're going to go in and give you guys some examples of people that have actually followed everything that I said on this video and have found success. This might be the first time you're watching this video, or maybe the first time that you see me here on YouTube, but I've been doing this for the past 6-7 years. Okay. Helping people get into the game and, mentoring them, coaching them, helping them to, make the right moves, right? Doing what I wish somebody would have done for me when I first started. Now, again, I'm going to show you guys some of the people here that have followed all of the tips that I've basically given you in this video. For example, Elian Fuentes, right? Self-taught web developer, sharing my journey on content editing, front-end development, right? Basically, he came in a few months ago, started learning how to code, started getting into the game, started getting into this thing called the Tech Accelerator, something that we have at CodingPhase.com, right? And basically he came in, followed everything to the dot, right? If we look at his portfolio, he has a very nice portfolio, okay? Straight to the point, straight to the type of position that he's trying to get into, right? He has the goal, which is for him to get a job. He wants to get in now. He don't want to wait a year from now. He wants to get in now. I want to get a job now, right? So guess what? We started him off with content editor, right? Teaching him more about the front end. And if you can see here, he has all of the skills that will make him an attractive candidate for a position to get into the game. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? Bootstrap, things like Node, WordPress, Shopify, HubSpot, Contentful, right? Photoshop, Sketch, Figma, right? Canva, some of the small design skills that's in there, right? Got a nice about section, good photo of himself, right? At the same time, WordPress, right? Shopify has a landing page, has another landing page. So pretty much he has everything that he needs to land the position of a content editor, maybe a junior web developer, maybe somebody working at an agency to get started, maybe working with WordPress, Shopify. This is everything that he needed to get into the game. This is the same thing that we can go right now on Google and literally search email developer. And when you search email developer or email developer portfolio or HTML email developer portfolio, all of those people that pop up on Google, 80 to 90% of them are coming from CodingPhase.com. And most of them are already hired. And the reason why they hire is because they follow the same tips that I just gave you. You follow those 5 tips, you're gonna be golden. You're gonna be good. I'll show you guys right now. Search on Google, email developer portfolio, students that came through codingphase.com, John DeLorenzo, Joshua Davis, right? Of course, you got Waldemir Perez, you got the homie Abe, right? Paniagua, Abraham, right? Allow me to help you out just like I've helped so many people, that's in the Hall of Fame that have came through CodingPhase. But even at that, you can also just look at my content editor curriculum, my HTML email developer curriculum. It's just structured in a way for you guys to win. When you come in here and you say, well, I want to get a job as soon as possible. I don't want to spend a year. I want to learn this in a month and a half, 2 months. Guess what? Content editor, you could do that. Okay. Come in, you learn what a text editor is, learn what a HTML, CSS, right? Terminal for developers, Node and NPM basics, practical JavaScript, content management systems, Google Analytics, design software for developers. This is exactly what they're looking for when they're looking to hire somebody as a content editor. You could go on Indeed.com, search content editor, search web producer, search webmaster. Everything that we have in this curriculum is exactly what they are asking for. And we're giving it to you in that order so you could pretty much follow along. So not only I'm giving you guys the tips, I'm showing you guys some examples, but I'm also trying to find a solution to your problem. You want some help? Guess what? Come to CodingPhase. We're going to be hands-on with you and we're going to help you out. We've done it plenty of times. And again, we have a great accountability meetings every Monday to make sure that everybody stays on path. Hopefully you like this video. Let me know what you guys think on the comment section. I really love helping people out. This is what I do it for. Come through, show me some love. If you like the video, give me a like, leave me a comment. Subscribe to the channel. We provide a lot of value here on YouTube. We also have a lot of live streams where we have fun and we crack some jokes. Learning to code shouldn't be boring and shouldn't feel like you're dragging your feet. It should be like, man, I'm here, I'm excited to do this. And I'm also, in a space and in a community where everybody's here to win and they're about their bag, right? That's one thing that we focus on, right? You might find other channels for people that want to do as a hobby, but if you're here to get a job, if you're here to freelance, or you're here to start building your own business, this is the platform for you. Okay, follow me at CodingPhase on all the platforms, TikTok, YouTube, whatever platform you search, CodingPhase, I'm there. All right, I'll see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Peace.